Hi, welcome back to Finally Revealed. In this episode, I want to do something a little bit differently along the lines of the fact that we're largely at home and looking at people talking about eating all of their quarantine food. However, we don't know how long this is going to last, so we don't want to eat all of our food. Hopefully you're doing other things besides eating. But as we look at food and things that we put in our body, there are other uses for some of those things, and so I want to do a little bit of show and tell, and you might have heard of some of these already, and if you did, great, and others might be new to you. So I have picked out 4 things, and I have a little show and tell for you. The first one is vinegar and water. Vinegar and water is just plain old white vinegar. You can buy it in the jug, mix it with water, put it in a spray bottle. It works for all kinds of cleaning. Around the toilet, around the shower, in the kitchen, all kinds of surfaces. And it's very inexpensive. You just mix it together in a spray bottle and it will last for a while. Obviously, you can also use white vinegar for coloring Easter eggs. Easter's coming up right now. And you can use it for various other recipes and all kinds of things. So white vinegar in a jug, very inexpensive, replaces various cleaning products and has other uses as well. So there's your first savings. The next one, and of us have moved away from chemicals on our body. This is a really good time to get into a more natural, meaning not aluminum-based deodorant or antiperspirant. And I know from those around me, when we switched from those with aluminum, which has been shown to contribute to breast cancer and it's just not good for your body, moved to a charcoal base or sometime with coconut oil. There's all different varieties. But when you switch over at the beginning, and this is why it's perfect to do at this quarantine time, when you switch over, not everyone, but some people will experience a purge from their body because you're not putting those chemicals on anymore and you're opening up your sweat glands. You might have to, different people in the family might have to use different ones. I like the one that has the charcoal. I think it works really well, but there's different flavors, if you will, or different aromas, different ingredients, some with different essential oils or coconut oil or such. But if you're going to switch, this is a good time to do that because as you switch over, your body's going to expel some not great stuff, and there might be an odor or a stronger odor than you have had before, but it doesn't last. It's temporary, and so while you're not around everybody, this is a really good time to switch off if you're interested in that. The next thing, as switching from more chemicals to less chemicals or no chemicals, toothpaste. Now, I didn't pick all of the kinds, but I picked a Colgate and a Crest. And this, when I switched over to no fluoride, I had extra toothpaste, and I had some in my travel bag and some in the bathroom, some in the guest room. What are we going to do with it? Well, I remembered from a long time ago that this kind of toothpaste is very effective to clean silver. Now, I don't have big giant pieces of silver like some people do from their grandmas, but I have silver jewelry, and so I will do it one piece here. So here is the Crest. I just put it on the piece here, and you just rub it in. It actually works pretty fast, but I'm going to go ahead and put this and let it sit for a little bit while I go through some of the other things. But let it just sit here for a little bit, and then I'm going to go ahead and use the other one, which is Colgate, so we give everybody a chance, and put it on the other side here. Put it on the other end, just put a little glob here. When you're doing a necklace or a chain, you just want to rub it back and forth. And I don't have water in here, but I would normally run it under water. But here I'm just going to show you, so I've got it both on both sides here, and I just rub it in real good. You can actually see it working. Okay. And this is something you can have your kids do too. It might be kind of fun. They like all kinds of gooey gooey things, and they're little fingers. You could use a Q-tip or your fingernail or some edge of a soft cloth to get in there and see if you can get some of the tarnish off. And it does also work for silver and things like that. So you may use this kind of toothpaste every day, and you may or may not be switching out, but it does work. So anyway, we'll let that sit for a minute and I'll go on. The next thing, this I think is the biggest money saver, as something that will do multiple duty, is coconut oil. If you have a subscription to Costco or Sam's or some other big wholesale company, or you can buy it in some stores in a larger size, coconut oil is awesome. You can cook with it. Now you can saute, you can do regular, chicken or meat or, anything that you want to get crispy in oil. You can use a little bit of it in your air fryer where you just use a tiny, tiny bit of oil. Those things are really popular. If you are worried that, well, that's kind of a sweet thing, you just add a little bit of salt and it takes away the coconutty kind of flavor. You can, so you can use it in all types of cooking. You can substitute it when the recipe calls for butter, and anyway, it's good. You can put it on bread or bagels or English muffin instead of butter. You can put a little bit of it in your coffee. You can bake with it, like I said, in place of butter. Also takes off eye makeup. It works as a moisturizer over your whole body. It helps with your cuticles. Now, a lot of people are not at work right now, but when you're dealing with paper, I have to make sure I put some kind of oil on my cuticles because that helps preserve your manicure, because paper sucks the life out of your cuticles. Coconut oil really, really works there. Also, do it on your feet when you do a pedicure. Put it over your whole body as a moisturizer. And this is something I personally learned last year. Look at me. So we're just coming off of winter in North America. I am not olive, some of you have those beautiful olive complexions or tan complexions or darker complexions all the time. I have pretty white, pale, not terribly pale, kind of medium complexion. I used it last year going from this skin tone to the beach, and I used it exclusively. I did not use any chemical-based sunscreen. I did not burn. I used it before I went to the beach. While I was there, I did get red, because I will get red. I came back, took a shower, put it on afterwards, and it soothed it. And one thing really interesting, my friend was concerned because I do get pink, and she said, I don't want you to fry. So then I went and bought, she said, I know you don't want to do chemicals, so I went and bought some non-chemical sunscreen type things. I put it on and my skin burned. It hurt. I wiped it off. I put the coconut oil on. Better. And now that in North America at least, now the sun is coming out in some places. You use it now. It has a natural sunscreen. I looked it up, and raspberry oil has the highest natural sunscreen, but all of the natural oils, almond and avocado and oil, and olive, avocado, and all those other oils have a natural sunscreen. Coconut oil does not have a huge one. I think it's like 4 or 5, but if you use it now, it will protect your skin. And one thing they're reporting, that heat will kill the virus. It's not the heat, it's the sun. The sun helps us. We've been blocking our sun forever with these chemicals. Let your skin touch the sun. Let your skin experience and receive some of the sun's rays. It doesn't take very long each day to just get a little dose of vitamin D. But the coconut oil was, for me, it was a success. And I am not naturally tan, so that's out there for your consideration. Now, let's go back to our bracelet real quick. I used Crest on this side, and it was Crest White Radiant Mint. So now my bracelet will taste good, I guess, if I want to do that, which I don't. I will rinse it off later, but I want to show you. Look. Shiny compared to what's next to it. See, it's shiny. Now I'll go to the Colgate cavity protection side and show you. I'm just using the paper towel to get it off. This one has some little, I have to take this home and work on it a little bit more because it has a little, I didn't think about this, it has a little edge inside. But you can see the difference. Cleans it. And the sides are a lot shinier. Earrings and things, it takes no time at all. Just do it real quick and rinse it under the faucet, and there you go. Now for my last trick, this one, I recall this, I don't know where I heard about it, but I had a problem in my kitchen for the dishwasher and the sink. And the dishwasher was kind of clogged and the sink was kind of clogged. Well, and a lot of you are mechanical. I'm not by nature. I can learn, but I'm not by nature. They're hooked together and they share a drain. The drain was clogged. I used baking soda, I used vinegar, I used drain cleaner, I used the plunger, and I needed to call a plumber. And now we're all in quarantine. How am I going to do that? I can, but some of them are busy. So I thought, I'm not going to do that. I've got one idea. I heard about this somewhere, so maybe I'll try it. So I had been working on this for a few days. Got tired of washing dishes, wanted to use the dishwasher again, got tired of the sink being kind of yucky and wanted that cleaned up. So I don't drink this. I used to when I was a kid, but I bought Coca-Cola. I bought two 2-liter bottles, and it only took one. I poured it down the drain, and I left the room, and I came back in about 10 minutes. It was gone. I turned on the water, ran clear, everything worked, took care of it. So then I used hot water because I didn't want it all sticky, anything like that. So this puppy's going home with me today, and now I use it. I'm going to use it regularly in the various drains in the house. I've seen where Coca-Cola can clean metal. I wouldn't use it on my jewelry, but I've seen where it can clean garden tools. Maybe I'll try that and let you know if that works. I've seen some videos on that. But anyway, as we're all in this together, I just thought some of these things might help someone. We have multiple uses around that don't cost us a lot of money. We have little helpers. A lot of us have little helpers in our house right now that want to see cool things work. And so I thought I would just share. So white vinegar, coconut oil, Coca-Cola, and fluoride toothpaste. If this was helpful or gave you some new ideas, give me a thumbs up. Leave any comments or questions on things like this that you have tried that work. Share this with someone it might benefit. Subscribe to see the other videos and come back and see me next time. Hang in there. Thanks for watching.